Hello, playful people. Welcome to Dancing in the Daily. Today, we are talking about June Jordan's quote, "Love is the single true prosperity of any moment." Love is the single true prosperity of any moment. These are words from June Jordan, a poet, essayist, community organizer, professor who has transitioned and now is an ancestor. I love this quote because love is the guiding light for my life. I identified from my own life experiences that I would not live my life chasing after validation in the form of accomplishments, job titles, VIP status, money, power as defined externally, any of those things. That I wouldn't chase prosperity or success or satisfaction in those forms, but that love would be my guiding light and my motivating force for life. And so when I read this quote, immediately it resonated with me. And one experience that kind of came up for me as I was sitting with this quote was my time in high school. I attended a very elite private high school, one of the most expensive high schools in the country. And so most of my classmates were, their families had millions, sometimes even billions of dollars, right? And it was a high school, like any other high school in this country, right? We all had our angst, insecurities, anxieties, mental health issues that come with adolescence. Plenty of people had family challenges. Plenty of people struggle. We all struggle with self-doubt, questioning self-love. Like you're human beings. We were all young people trying to figure it out, just like any other high school. One thing that I know to be true about my high school experience is that my classmates were no happier than I was. I was just as happy, joyful, creative, intelligent, abundant, open to life as any of my classmates. The fact that their family had millions or billions of dollars did not inherently make their life better, easier, or happier, or more prosperous, right? That was clear to me in high school. It was just obvious. Like I was happy and I just walked around with a joy. And there were really shitty moments too, but everybody had those moments in high school. Like we were all human beings. And so I know for some people, you kind of grow up and you look at wealth as, wow, we're taught to like admire wealth and to strive for wealth, and that wealth and money somehow is connected to joy and happiness and success and prosperity in life. And being in high school at this elite private high school, it was so clear to me that that was not the truth. It was just obvious that I could feel it. I could see it. My happiness was just as deep and profound as anybody else's happiness, no matter what they did and did not have. I had like a $2,000 convertible 1990 like Nissan of some sort. Some of my classmates had really nice cars, and it didn't matter. We both went to school. We both laughed, played dance, played sports. We were fine. And so I think we can give too much power to wealth. There's great research that says once you get out of poverty and once you have your needs met, you have food, you have shelter, you have transportation, you have education, you have healthcare. Like once you have those core needs met, you don't get any happier with money. Once you are out of poverty, you have a good quality of life. Going from middle class to being super wealthy actually does not change the amount of happiness you have in your life. From there on, it's all in your mind, right? Now, if you're struggling with deep, intense poverty, that's not what I'm talking about, right? You can get happier if you have access to clean water. You can get happier if you have heat at night, and we shouldn't have anybody living in that way, especially in the United States of America. And so I'm not talking about that piece. We know that if you're living in extreme poverty, being able to have a middle class life is going to increase your happiness. But once you get to having your needs met and you have safety and shelter and food, being a millionaire or a billionaire is not going to actually increase your happiness. Our happiness, our joy, our peace, our well-being, it all lives in our minds. It lives in our spirits. It lives in our souls. It lives in our connection to God, to Spirit, to Mother Earth, to each other. That's where our happiness, our joy, our peace lives. And what I love about this idea that love is the single true prosperity of any moment is that love is something that is always available to us. Whether it's Spirit's love, God's love covering us and wrapping around us. If it's self-love that we carry and generate in our own hearts. If it's love from a family member, a friend, a neighbor, love from Mother Earth. Nothing makes me feel, the love of like the sun just beaming down on you and nurturing your spirit. That love is always available to us. It's always accessible to us. So even, again, moment to moment, we have our highs and our lows. We have our challenges. Your bank account ebbs and flows. But love is always accessible and available. And what that means is, if love is always available to us, we don't have to strive and chase and run after quote unquote prosperity. Prosperity is in my heart, right here and right now. Prosperity is in my mind, my body, my soul. The essence of who I am is prosperous. I was created from a prosperous creator. I was created from an abundant creator. I was created from a wealthy creator, the owner of all that is. And so I don't have to chase for what is already mine. I don't have to chase for what lives within me. We can give it up. Now, saving, investing, being financially responsible, that's something that is important. It's valuable. We can do it one moment at a time, one day at a time, but we don't have to feel that anxiety. There's been so many moments in my life where like I'll look at my bank account and then I'll just like start to feel anxious, and then that desire to hustle and grind and like fight and that kind of dogged determination to get more money. I live in America, so it comes up. I'm surrounded by it and I internalize it regularly. And that's why I'm making this video, to remind myself that I don't have to chase for what is already mine. I don't have to chase for what I already have. Will my bank account continue to increase? Yes, it will, because I'm taking the steps to do that. I'm taking the steps one day at a time for my bank account to continue to increase. Will my savings and investments, will my ability to give to nonprofit causes that I care about, will that increase and expand? Yes, it will. But I don't have anxiety about that. And I also don't attach my sense of self, my sense of success, and my sense of well-being to that future date or to that future bank account number, right? I don't have to be a millionaire to feel prosperous. I don't have to be a millionaire to feel like I have something to give and to share with my community. So tell me, how does love show up in your life? How does love make you feel prosperous? Let's have a conversation. Let's play together. And most importantly, with so much love from me to you, keep on dancing.